Is the recent swing toward the Republican Party in Virginia and New Jersey indicative of a countrywide shift in the political landscape? If we look at the top of the 2020 Democratic ticket, Democrats carried Virginia by 10 points. But if we look at 2021, Republicans actually swung into power, defeating Democratic candidate for governor by nearly 2 points, representing a 12-point swing in favor of Republicans. But Virginia did receive national news coverage and was considered to be an extremely high-profile election, due in large part to Loudoun County School Board. So much so that people didn't realize that there was actually another governorship up for grabs in New Jersey, typically held by Democrats, with 5 of the last 6 governors all being Democrat. In 2020, on top of the ticket, Joe Biden carried New Jersey by about 16 points. In 2021, Democrats won by a paltry 3%, representing about a 13% shift toward Republicans. Now, neither of these races alone are indicative of where the country is definitely headed, but they do represent an interesting composite to consider. So I created a map based on the swing in favor of the Republicans. So I looked at all the states in which Joe Biden carried by less than 12 points, and I shifted them to the Republicans, and it's a pretty stark difference to see what's possible. So there are some states that will always be safe, but there are many states that you probably didn't consider having a possibility of going Republican. I also looked at a recent Rasmussen poll that asked, if elections for Congress were held today, would you vote for Republicans or Democrats? 51% said that they would vote for the Republicans, whereas only 38% said that they would vote for the Democrats, representing a 13% gap. Albeit Rasmussen polls do lean Republican, 13% is a wider gap than you would attribute to bias. But that's not the only thing to say that Democrats are in trouble. Plus, the buck always stops with the top of the ticket. The leadership is key. If people believe in the leader of the party tends to do well. If not, the party tends to do poorly. Joe Biden is faltering up there. His approval rating is down to about 41%, according to the Rasmussen daily poll average, and 58% disapproval rating. However, only a paltry 20% strongly approve of the job that he's doing, whereas 50% strongly disapprove of the job that the president's doing. And there are no signs things are going to improve for him. In fact, things have only been getting worse. His approval rating's been going down. His disapproval rating has been going up. The Democrat Party is going to be in major trouble in 2022 midterms. Will they continue to double down on these failing positions, or will they reassess their strategy?